Go live. All right, cool. We got Big Rob Booker. What's up? This is a bad side bad. What's going on? Uh, just waste. I'm just ready to get this conversation started, honestly. See what people got to say. See if actually people can actually come through. See if people actually come through. If I'm still shadow banned. See if I'm still shadow. There's been a lot of fear mongering, especially on Twitter. Twitter is like, if you want to fear monger some shit, you you gonna see that shit on Twitter, bro. I've been seeing tweets all day. Oh, they're deporting black folk. Apparently, one guy that got deported was Jamaican. One guy that got deported is Jamaican, so he was born on a military base. Oh, black people they're getting deported. ICE and ICE, like, where they gonna Sib absolutely. Sib absolutely. Sib absolutely. All right, what's up, Sib? Sib. I'm just ready to have this app up and rolling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just waiting to have this app up and rolling. That's all I want is this app to work. Um, and I can deploy it. I can't wait for the finish the job. Yeah, I just gotta go. Gotta go access a Mac computer, a Mac. So which I can access. I just gotta make my way. I just gotta make my way to doing so. But yeah, let's get the likes up. Get the likes up for the live. People can see it. Get the likes up. What's going on? Why is it not loading? Uh, can't wait. Yeah, Windsurfer takes forever to code, dude. Like, golly. It's shit we do for decentralized app, like programming and shit. Like, what's on Divine? Stuff that we do for to get an app to fucking work. I mean, to keep things decentralized. I'm not gonna lie. This shit taking forever. Now Firebase doesn't want to load now. Yo, that shit like now my project is too big. My project's too big for both. Luckily I had the code down with it. All I gotta do is email myself or sign in on GitHub. All I gotta do is sign in on GitHub and shit like that. So I can actually code what I want to code. So no, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. Not one person that got deported. I don't know one person that got deported because it'd be all over fucking Twitter. If someone actually did get deported, like there ain't nobody deporting us. Excuse me. You need to get with me. What business do you run? What type of business do you run? Which if you're on Twitter or whatever, um, I'm in LA, missed one job in DT, LA, so my other one had no traffic. What's up, Tyron? You said you need to get with me? Yeah, what type of business are you working on? But I ain't know. I don't know. No, not one person. Not much. Trying to figure out where folks are getting deported to. What state people are getting deported to. Uh, same old shit. trying to get this app to code on this platform. See, it's still coding. It's still coding. Close, whatever, dude. All right. What do I want to add any features? I just need to add functionality, honestly. Add functionality. We got powwows up and running. Uh, yeah, let's get the likes. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. What's going on? Like the live. Like the live. Yeah, like the live. We need over 1,000. We need to start off with 1,000 likes. What's up, Sebus?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just read your prompt, and like, I think we got bigger issues in this world, man. I think you got bigger issues. Like, don't you got work in the morning? Don't you got a job? You know what I mean?
What
Don't
did
you? Aren't you looking for the love of your life so you can have kids, grow old, have some kids, man? Like, what are you worried about, man? Worried
I'm
about
not
Black
worried.
Americans? Worry about yourself, bro.
Like who are you Black American?
I might not be black, but I know I damn well got
Where are
my
you from?
priorities straight, man. I'll tell you that much.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm Latino, man. My parents Ecuadorian, Peruvian, and I got my
You're
priorities
Ecuadorian.
straight.
Are your priorities straight in your home country?
See, that's the thing. It doesn't affect me. I'm not
Yeah.
really from there. I'm just a physical being on this planet.
Oh, brother. Where's your origin? Where's your spiritual origin at?
My spiritual origins. See, I don't know what you're on, but I'm look, buddy.
You're saying you're not from this goddamn hemisphere or this plane, right? So what is your metaphysical origins then, sir?
My metaphysical origins. Look, bro. Worry about yourself. See, you still worried about me. This is the problem.
Like you came on my panel, so are you going to answer my question or not? Are you done playing? Like, are we going to have a grown up conversation on this platform? Or are you going? How old are you?
How old am I? So now you worried
Yeah.
about being mature. Look at you, man. You got headphones on. How old are you?
How old are you, dude? Like, stop playing games and have a serious conversation. You're gonna have a serious conversation, dude. Nobody's playing games. You talk about having priorities, but you're wasting time. Like, stop playing with grown people, please. Like, grow
What
up.
you talking about, twin?
Stop,
Nah, don't
stop
even
playing.
kick me. Don't even kick me though. Don't
Like,
even
yeah,
kick me.
stop playing with grown people. Like, if you're 18, mind your fucking business and grow the fuck up. How about that? If you're 18, stay out of grown folks' conversations. Obviously, your nutsacks ain't grow yet or drop yet. Like, ain't nobody playing with y'all on the internet. Like, is you done playing? I ain't got the patience today, obviously, as y'all can see. But yeah, what's up, user?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. My name is Lisa anyway.
Hey,
But I was reading the caption, are you Black Americans getting deported or is it fearmongering? Where they deporting us to?
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
North Carolina? South Carolina? I mean, where they deport? I mean, like we're we are American. So a fearmonger tactic. I don't know. I don't have nothing to do. Listen, this whole thing with this deportation stuff, for me, I don't have nothing to do with it. And shame on them for opening up the floodgates to let them in, only to get, what I'm saying, my man to have to, what I'm saying, he just took a harsher stance trying to get him out. Because if you wait for the system to do it, they could be here for the next 20 or 30 years.
Right.
So if you came here illegally, and the floodgates was open for you to get in, well, he's opening up the floodgates for you to get out. That's it. It's fair exchange.
Yep.
You know, I mean, and then to be talk about where we at. What do you mean where we at? I'm in the house. Not coming out there. This is crazy. And I'm in New York, and New York City is a hot mess right now over this. They down there fighting and whatever. You're going. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, was the California was Mexico?" No, but they sold it. Okay, they sold it, so it was bought. Like, can you go over there to Mexico and just set up shop and ask for whatever resources they get?
Nope.
Okay. So I feel the same they're going away here. I don't. They gotta go. They gotta go. Shoot. This is terrible. This is terrible.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody can come up. It's a free panel. It's an open panel. Anybody can come up. Like, we're not playing no like kid games either. Like, if you 18, stay your ass in the audience. If you're under 21 or if you're under 25, stay your ass in the audience. Like, we need people with functioning brain cells, fully developed brains up here. Um,
I don't understand. Like the whole world is just checking for black people. Like what?
right.
On. Mm-hmm. I don't
Yeah,
know.
quite interesting. And they call us. These the same people that call us pretendians, call us slaves, all types of shit.
Mm-hmm. 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 And the ninja.
And then, yep, they'll give hard R with the A. Like, they'll call us all types of shit, call us lazy. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's time to fight y'all battles. Y'all need us, right?
All of a sudden, yeah, we become the face. It's just like the same thing with the Israeli-Palestinian thing. I don't got nothing to do with that. That's not my fight. Shit. I mean, listen, what Muhammad Ali said was so true. Why should I go all the way over there to fight? And I could be fighting y'all right here.
Right.
I'm good on that.
What's up, you Texas?
What's up with it?
What you got for the topic?
Are we getting deported? Or is it fearmongering? It's a lie. You can't get deported. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, we can't get deported. According to the 14th, 15th Amendment.
Right.
Texas is next. Man, that stuff ain't what y'all doing in California is not about to happen in Texas like that. Y'all better pay attention to what they try to do it at nighttime. And you see it's called drawing a line in Texas, and they dare you to draw a line. I'm gonna just say whatever y'all trying to do, whatever y'all trying to get out of this, y'all better do it with your best intentions, because they're not gonna play with you.
What's
And I don't
up?
see what marching gonna do for you. What is
Man,
marching gonna do for you?
that's what I'm saying. Your best
If you're
intentions.
illegal, you're illegal.
Yeah, you might as well turn up. If y'all really stop playing,
That's what I'm
stop playing
saying.
with
Like,
these folks, because they ain't gonna play with y'all.
did y'all see that?
Go ahead.
Did you? No, I just want to answer. Did you guys see the guy from the Crips
Yeah,
came out on the street
yeah.
and told him, "Yo, please." He said, I'm not even asking you. I'm telling you." So you don't even need the police and just go get them. They'll do it. Messing up their money.
Yeah, that, and we all trying to protect ourselves, knowing that we can't be next to be deported. But the Civil War we're the key to the Civil War. if it's gonna be one. They waiting on us. Everybody calling us to the front, to the battlegrounds, front line, general positions. All of a sudden, you want us to lead y'all. That's crazy.
I pass.
I take a hard fifth in a second to that.
All right. What's up? Said all aborted.
Oh, y'all cool, man. Not only did y'all vote for that guy, you know what I'm saying? We could, if people bow out, you don't understand the power of bowing out. If you got respect for a side, but you don't want to go against that side, it's called bowing out. So if you really loved your people, man, you would just bow out. You don't want to vote for either one. So just bow out. Some people say, man, you gotta vote, but nah, I bowed out. Cause guess what? If we would have had her, we would have been straight into war times. They definitely would have seen what America was about at this time if we would have had her as a president. But him, he don't gotta worry about them messing with him because they know he a bully. So he about to turn his bully up on his own people. That's it. You gonna have to show a bully, then to tell a bully and make a bully back down. You gotta show them. So that's all I've been telling them all day, man. You got, man, quit all that crime, man. You know, at one point our people stopped all that marching, and they don't tell you about all the rebellions we had. They just tell you all the losses we had. But they don't tell you how many times our people just can't. You know what? Fuck this shit. We about to tear some shit up. Man, I ain't talking about no looting and rioting. I'm talking about real strategized plans.
And that's why they what was that march on Washington? That wasn't supposed to be a march.
Uh-uh.
They created that to simmer because they knew what it was gonna be. They knew. Man, please.
Tear something down.
Yeah, they was getting ready to tear it up. So, I mean, but y'all ain't even from here and waving flags that don't even belong here. Not that I care about the American one, but you know what I mean. Come on. You waving a whole Mexico flag. Then go back.
Nah, see, what we not paying attention it'll be multiple civil unrest, and they just this is I didn't think they were going to be the first scrimmages, but here it comes. They drawing their lines, and the government gonna draw theirs, and yeah, they got that flag out there because that's their battle flag. Pay attention.
Yeah, well, I you know what? Sorry, I'll be sitting in my house. I'll watch it on TV.
That's their battle flag. That's just the same as any other race. We the first ones that really ain't even got even about all that or even worried about a flag. Got our own fist. We'll show you.
What's up, Gucci?
I'm chilling. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't hear none of the Native Americans talk about their Mexican cousins. They only on their side when it's time to bash our people. I don't know why they ain't asking their Native brothers and sisters for help to go protest.
They never liked each other.
Yeah, everybody come together when it's time to bash us. The Africans even join their team.
What's up, S. Brown? See what S. Brown?
Think about natives is it's different because we have clans, we have different tribes,
Somebody
and
echoing.
the Israelites trying to claim our culture for themselves. That kind of defeats the purpose
Who is
of
the Israelites?
what do you think the Israelites are? Fucking pretendians.
Who are the Israelites?
I'm not gonna say it. I hate to say it, but
What race is the Israel?
black.
Say the God's people is the Israelites. That's crazy.
That's what they're claiming. They're claiming Israelites. They're claiming they're the first people here.
Well, you
not to talk bad about blacks, Africans,
Who the hell are blacks?
everything about
Hold on, wait a minute.
but
Who,
it's
who the hell?
really
Hold on.
Well,
Who are
African.
no.
like?
Wait,
Who are?
wait,
Hold
wait.
on.
That can't.
Who are black? Hold on one second. Who are blacks? Like what?
Who are Africans?
No. I'm asking. Like you saying black? Like what you saying that for?
it's me.
Is he there? As Brown, you there? What the hell you saying blacks for?
Yeah, man. Speaking of Native Americans, man, y'all DNA came back and they said y'all Chinese. Stop playing with me.
Didn't
Stop
read the
playing.
room, did he? Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. He obviously didn't see me here. Right? He obviously didn't see me here. I guess.
Mongolian, 13%, 32%
And you
Chinese.
wanna know what's crazy? When y'all be saying that dumbass shit, even modern Ashkenazi Jews, they track their
You gotta
genetics
watch the
goes
J
back to
word.
black people in Ethiopia.
You gotta watch the
Oh,
J word.
oh, okay. But even then, modern day Ashkenazi people, all of our bloodlines go back to Ethiopia. So what are you talking about?
Modern Ashkenazi. And we're not supposed to be calling ourselves because Nazi anything is Israel.
Y'all gotta watch
So
the. Y'all gotta watch the N word. Like just stop talking about those people, please. Like please.
yeah, but anyway, man, two different totally people. But y'all have Mongolian DNA in y'all since y'all want to bring up that fairy tale dust test. S. Brown.
Exact same haplogroup and everything of Central Asians.
Yeah. And then y'all admitted to coming across here. So how can you be from here, but y'all came here? Make it make sense.
I only been here for 12,000 years, and the 23,000 years ago, the remnants they found the earliest from 23,000 years ago had a Negro phenotype. So what are we even talking about?
You talking about
What's
the
up, Sam?
Negro score?
What's up, Sam? What's going on? Just trying to figure out where folks is getting deported to. That's all. I don't know.
Because he really using the Hispanic politics to move his chess pieces into play. So like he not even really worried about y'all. He know this will be a like a page, a black and white page full of a story to be told.
What's up, KJ? Yeah, is Brown? Is S Brown? Are you there? All right. I guess he's not there. Like, or he just yapping off. I told him to unmute.
No. Somebody turn off my mic. I got a
Yeah, I
notification
turned your mic.
turning off. Yeah, see, that's why.
I
You don't
told
want to
you
hear
to
the
turn. I
truth.
request you to turn it back on. Like, what are you yapping about? Like,
The
what?
Japanese and the Chinese, they referred us to my ancestors, my people,
Anasazi?
and Anastasies. Anastasies are the ones they call ancient ones. They walked
Okay.
the earth.
All right, hold on 1 second. Like, let me talk to him. Like, come on, y'all
They
get
walked the earth way before everybody else.
when?
Way before
What
everybody
time?
else.
What time period was
Way
this?
before Jesus. Way before Jesus walked the earth.
What time period was? What time period was this?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because he
I know it's
Navajo.
before Jesus.
Hold on.
I know it's before Jesus.
Hold on. Let me. If y'all hear me talking, let me talk to them. Like, stop cutting in. Hey.
All right, talk.
Like,
Let's see.
I'm just saying. So, what's the ancient ones? When was this recorded?
Not to be specific, but
like, what time period did the
they
Asians? What time period did the Asians see y'all?
Hey, I'm not back in that time. I don't know what it is, but trust me.
So you told me you're the ancient ones. They said y'all the oldest, right? What did they say this?
That's in my history. That's in my history, and that's in
Your
Asian history. Yes.
is that oral history? That's oral
Yes.
history.
That's
So
origin history.
the
But I don't know
Japanese,
Pacific dates. I don't know Pacific dates.
you don't know
If you want to get
specific
into
dates.
date, yeah, I don't.
So okay. So what is that creation story? What is that? Can you explain it?
How can I explain it? Is what I heard was my ancestors were born first. They walked the earth first.
About the work
That's all I know.
first.
That's it. That's it. That's all I know.
That's it. Where do they come from?
Asia. That's where they come from.
They came from Asia. Your ancestors came from Asia, and were the first people to walk the earth.
That's all I know. They came from Asia.
I don't know. When did y'all get to America?
Specific dates. I don't know specific dates.
Then y'all traveled to. Then y'all traveled to America. Did y'all see people in America when y'all got there?
Hell no. Basically, no, we didn't.
Y'all came over. Y'all didn't see anybody.
No.
So y'all are the first people to step on American land.
Yeah, we were.
On the West Coast.
On the West Coast, on the East Coast, on the Midwest,
when did the
South,
when did the Anasazi get to the East Coast?
What?
When did the Anasazi? When did the Anasazi get to the East Coast? When were y'all on the East Coast?
At the islands.
Huh?
What'd you say?
When did the Anasazi step foot on the East Coast? Yes.
No, they stepped through the West Coast first. I know.
And when did y'all get to the East Coast or the West Coast?
Yeah, that's it. That's why I said I don't know specific dates, but that's it. Our history tells us.
Y'all, so where are your cousins on the East Coast? What tribes do they amalgamate into?
Huh.
Where are your cousins on the East Coast? Who are them? Who are they? My bad. Who are your cousins on the East? The Lakota are your cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the Lakota are your cousins. Cool. When did they get to the East Coast?
That's their origin story. I don't know their origin story.
You don't know, bruv. So y'all came from Asia into the West Coast.
You see, this is the thing is, it's just history, dog. It's what.
I don't know this history. Obviously, apparently you don't either. Like, because you can't explain it.
I can't because it's
you're
weird. It's weird to me.
Can't.
No, it's weird to me. I don't follow the logic. I don't follow logic. Like how,
we see. You're struggling to explain something to us, right? Now.
Yes, I am struggling. Yes, I am struggling to explain it.
Yes, we see.
The logic to me is what's going on. But my
so it's a belief. Yes, we all have beliefs.
But you know what's funny about their origin story and their belief is that science proves the first exodus out of Asia to even, let's say, they migrated all the way from Asia all the way to the east of the United States, all the way down south, even though genetic evidence and history kind of says there's multiple different groups that came to the Americas, not just one. That would still be Black people. They're the first people to leave out of Asia and migrate to the Pacific Islands and the islands of Melanesia. Those people are still Black to this day. Even in India, as far as India, they are still Black to this day. They're called the Jarwa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first people to leave and migrate all around the world, according to you, being from Asia, are still Black people. So where do you fit in?
I don't even want to go that deep. He talking about
no. Come think of it. Like
when I grew
up, where I grew up on and what I was taught, I was.
Okay, you said you said Black.
No, I'm not saying Black. No.
You say no. You said earlier that Black people Black people are still in your culture, pretending.
Yes,
so what? Name 5 things of Anasazi culture that we practice worldwide.
Do you pray to the earth? Do you pray to the sky? Do you give love to the water? Do you accept your dead and praise them when they pass away?
Do you accept your people that unalive? That sounds like human culture. That
No,
doesn't
it's not.
sound like specifically
No, it's not.
Anasazi. Dude, are you
No.
serious?
Yeah, because if you don't praise the dead, they will come back and haunt you.
Bro,
Yeah. Yep.
humans
Yep.
do that all
Trust
over the
me.
goddamn world. So what are we talking?
Now,
How's that?
why do
I'm
you think
asking
bad things
specific.
happen?
I'm asking specifically specific Anasazi culture that no one else practices in the goddamn world that came from y'all. What is the culture? Name 5 things that's exclusive to y'all that we practice worldwide. What are we talking about? Some bullshit. There's motherfuckers in Europe that practice that shit. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, brother, bro. Thank you for the follow. I don't know. I ain't got much patience tonight, obviously. Yeah. Shut it all down. All right. We got Kua up here. Qua. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, anybody can come up. It's an open panel. It's like pulling teeth talking to certain people, dude. It's like pulling teeth talking to certain people. But I'm trying to figure out if folks is getting deported or not. Why am I so mad? I'm not mad. I don't have patience. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Like I'm asking people for simple questions. They can't answer shit.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? Shut it all down.
I just wanted to respond to the prompt. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I see that Trump is already, challenging the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship, and so I could see that if he gets away with what he's doing now and deports all the Latino community, he starts with them, and then he could move on to the Black community. I don't think anyone's safe. I don't think I'm white tea, and I don't think I'm safe because I've always protested against these things, so I'm sure I'm on the list somewhere.
He said he's coming for Black people next. Cool. So all right. So with his immigrations and stuff like that. When's your family? When's your family get to America? Shut it all down.
Well, we've been here. My mom's family came in probably in the 16 or early 1700s, and my dad's family came sometime in the mid 1800s.
So your family. All right. Cool. He nullified for civil rights and birthright citizenship. Can you explain?
He hasn't done that yet, but he's challenging it.
Do you know any Black Americans that are naturalized?
No. I mean, I don't know any personally. No.
Yeah, because we've never been naturalized here. We've never been naturalized.
Yeah.
Unless you came from somewhere else. You didn't come from nowhere else.
Right, but I'm talking about if he tries to overthrow the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, what country would they deport us to?
Like they've already deported people to Sudan who weren't from Sudan,
Okay, that sounds Africans. Sounds like Africans.
No, he actually, I think they were from Asia.
Yeah, from Asia to Sudan. Okay.
Yeah.
Where they go? They're going to deport Black Americans to Africa. People that's big.
I don't know what.
I'm addressing the comment. My bad.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Where they going to deport us to Africa? You know how many times they didn't try to get rid of us on this soil, and we never budged.
Well, I think we all have to be together on this. We all have to, because they're gonna. I think they're gonna declare martial law, is what I think.
They're deporting illegal immigrants. All right, yeah, they're deporting illegal immigrants. I'm not illegal.
Right, but you know what he said? He said about homegrowns.
Who's homegrown? Who's homegrown criminals?
Well, anybody that they don't like, if you're political opposition.
Exactly.
Who's a homegrown criminal?
He's already touched on that concept several times in the past 2 months.
about
He's
what a
talking.
homegrown criminal is. He's been on record talking about this.
Yeah, but who are they?
Anyone that the administration doesn't like at this point, dude.
Anybody that the administration doesn't like,
Exactly.
and who does that include?
It could be us if we don't play that role, and you know what role I'm talking about.
Who is us? Who are they going to deport us to? Where are they going to deport us to?
Whatever country that on that 23andMe that got fucking hacked and leaked.
Any country on that 23andMe.
Man, the day this president, right, violate and tell those who took the oath to commit an unlawful act or
What's up,
order.
Phil, girl?
You hear me? And say that our inmates are finna be deported to another country. That'll be the day a lot of people start breaking individuals out of prison.
Probably.
I'm telling you. That's gonna be the day. That's gonna be the day where folks gonna start getting broken out of prison. I'm telling you. There's a lot of people that haven't received due process. There's a lot of innocent people in prison for unalivements that they are wrongly convicted of. We see it every day. And you mean to tell me that you're just gonna start deporting people who got crimes like that? And some still claim to not have their due process?
And that's my issue with people getting deported right now. It's like, how many of them are actually legitimate deportations? And then if that's not legitimate, what do you think is going to happen when it comes to us? And they just want to make this the Aryan nation that they wanted to.
But so let's talk about history then. How many times have they deported Black Americans throughout history?
But this is unprecedented.
No, you take. Hold on, no.
Like this.
People never had a guy like this, and there's presidents that own slaves. So what are we talking about?
This is still unprecedented, brother. He's got a point.
It's still like we're talking about presidents that have owned slaves and went to WAR with many people. It's their own citizens.
Think about it like this.
True society, relative.
With the AI,
made into a narrative warfare. Like that's what we're dealing with right now.
We're dealing with narrative warfare as something they've never done.
With the AI,
hold on, 1 second. You think we just gonna let them deport us? And we've been fighting on this land for centuries.
I never question that, brother. And trust me, you know what time it is if they try. But I'm not. The question is, will they try?
They've already tried multiple times.
They're gonna keep trying until something happens.
Hold on, 1 second.
With the Black Panthers in Libya, y'all remember what happened with that when they told them?
Move in Philadelphia?
Huh?
You remember the move? Boom booms in Philadelphia?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they actually tried to help us move to Libya, right? Like when the Black Panthers was in there, like
that too.
They tried, and we've never budged.
And listen, they actually had some Americans who fell for that.
Folks have to fall for that for them to actually get us out. We don't leave. We don't. So all this fear-mongering tactics is not going to make us up and go nowhere.
I'm saying if he has martial law and he has the U.S. military, against us, like
wait a minute. Wait. Can I say something? Because I think this 14th Amendment thing is getting murky. Because actually what he's saying is that you have a lot of foreigners that come over here and have what you call anchor babies. We were never anchor babies, but the 14th Amendment was for us, though. It wasn't for anchor babies. Please read all the way through the 14th Amendment. It was not meant for people from other countries to come over here and have babies. He said it himself. 14th Amendment was for the descendants of slaves. That's who it was for.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Europeans are anchor babies.
So some kind.
See? And shit. Well, never mind. Go ahead. That means they can get the
illegally could justify people who came here willingly, even though it's illegal. You understand what I'm saying? You got illegal immigrants who came to this country illegally and brought people here illegally and made laws so that nobody won't turn around and do the same thing that they done did to other people.
Yeah, man.
Make it make sense.
Right. Like, who gave them the authority? But
like everybody here is, unless you're indigenous, are here illegally, are illegal immigrants.
Yep.
You got some that came here by will, and you got some that came here by force. Oh,
yeah,
the Star Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key. That third line, there will be no refuge for the hireling or slave. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm just let folks know I ain't here illegally. I ain't immigrate here. Folks been here, if you
Because
know
guess
what that
what?
means.
Yeah. So you got some melanated individuals that were here indigenously, and then you had some melanated individuals that were brought here illegally on ships. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not going to go by the Constitution. If he does this, it's completely unconstitutional to start deporting any American citizens, and by the Constitution. But what I see happening is the people who are empowered by this Trump guy is the white supremacists. I've just seen them come out of the woodwork on TikTok using the N-word and shit, and being just totally nasty. And those are the kind of people that he's empowered. And so if he declares martial law, for one thing, they don't need all these workers here. They don't need 85% of us are going to lose our jobs for AI and robotics probably in the next 5 to 10 years. There's not going to be any truck drivers. A lot of jobs are going to be gone. So they don't need us.
Anybody here took an oath? Nobody?
Nope, my folks ain't taking no oath.
Nobody ain't took an oath here?
Nope.
Well, the reason I say that because you have the right. Those who took an oath, they know that they got the right to refuse unlawful order, and that is what the Marines doing. I talked to a couple of them. They got the right to refuse an unlawful order because you're not supposed to deploy the military, especially the Marines, against your own people. You're not supposed to do that.
It was always my theory that they would use UN troops when it comes down to the New World Order thing.
Nah. You're not supposed to use the Marines against your own people, the military.
Yeah, but the Marines are not. The Marines are not out there. The Marines are out there, but they got them out there standing next to federal buildings. They're not in the trenches of that. Only 29 of them went out there. It was only 29.
What's about to happen is you about to have these Marines that's no longer active, about to get active and go out there if they use,
I understand what you're saying.
If any of these other Marines that's active obey an unlawful order, that's what's going to happen because you got people that's Marines that's stationed out there in California that's about to be used against their own family, their own folks down there. People not going for that, man. And people not going for that, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. They're talking about these illegal immigrants and all this stuff like that. I call them illegal foreigners. As long as they're not the T word. You know what I'm saying? Because but we don't ever want to address the T words that's domestic here that committed all kind of T words in our country, and the Marines wouldn't deploy.
Right.
Now, do my people have a lot to work on within themselves and in their own community? Yes. We need to start cleaning up our own neighborhood, our own community. We need to start checking our own folks, cleaning our own house. Yes, that's true. But as far as deporting our people, man, you crazy. You crazy.
I said the same thing too. Port where? North Carolina, South Carolina. What 50 states you want to deport me to?
Listen, they talking about sending our people to South America with MS-13. You hear me? What the fuck? When they sending our folks, they talking about sending our folks. I don't care how heinous they crime is. They talk about sending our folks to South America.
Out of those 200, they sent the first 200. They sent down to that CCAP place in El Salvador.
Yes.
Only I think 170 of them had no criminal record. They had never been convicted of a crime. So the only thing that they've done is cross the border, as it's a civil violation for them to cross the border. So their punishment for that is life in prison in a foreign country where they probably will never see the light of day.
Do you know the only reason why this country haven't been attacked is because of melanated individuals or Latino individuals or individuals?
Yes, I know. Not them.
There's a lot of countries that want to come at this country so bad, but the only reason they haven't been done is because they know they got a lot of innocent people here that's been persecuted by those who by who've been persecuting other countries.
Yeah.
You know?
Really similar to the shields that they're using.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. You know, and it's not fair to the YT individuals that's not like that. It's not fair to the YT individuals that's not racist.
But they gotta fight that fight, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. If you're not racist and you're a YT individual, you have to start fighting the good fight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's up to them.
Yeah,
You better start fighting a good fight.
Definitely.
Not only for your family, not only for yourself, but for your family. And for your children, and start teaching them, because they're taking it out of school not because of melanated individual. They're not taking this stuff out of school because melanated individual. They're taking this stuff because you got young YT individuals that are learning what was done in history and bringing it back to their household, questioning them why this happened.
Yep.
It's called accountability. It's coming back to the household.
Yeah.
If you look at all the investments that's been made in the prison system, with Vanguard and BlackRock, they are the largest investors in private prisons.
Oh, I had when I raised my son, I had him, going back and correcting the teachers. Like when he come home with stuff that's not true, like he had one teacher trying to say that slavery wasn't so bad. The slaves were happy, and just crap like that. I'm like, what the? I had a meeting with the principal over that one, about that teacher.
And I'm about to get off this panel, and I'm about to hit the follow. But I want everybody, I dare everybody on this panel to go look at Vanguard and BlackRock, private prison investors, and see what their largest investors is. They are BlackRock and Vanguard own pretty much everything, but see what their largest investment is. You're gonna see it's private prisons.
See, that's why they got rid of the Job Corps program, so that young people would have to you got a choice. It's going to be either crime and go to prison or join the military.
Yep.
They don't want to stop crime.
No.
It's too much money being made in private prisons.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why they got rid of the Job Corps.
Why do you think that's going on? Because there's already been a lot of private prisons that have been made, and now it's time to start instituting people in there. So that people can start making money. Why you think? And it's a lot of illegal people, immigrants, foreigners, whatever you want to call them. They about to start being, why you think all this entertainment going on, man?
Yeah.
Look at it. There's been a lot of private prisons that's been made, and Alec, sorry, I might get on the live for saying that, but Alec is responsible for it.
Yes, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Unicorn is responsible for it.
Yeah.
I know there's going, but guess what? It take a lot of our young people to start looking at these names and start studying this stuff to see why their country is going through what it's going through right now. It's for a reason. They don't want to stop crime. Why you think entertainers is paid millions and millions of dollars? Entertainers are paid to distract you, to keep you with the culture of committing crime, so that you can think that it's a way of life, so that you could keep flooding these private prisons. You hear me? Because there's too many investors in it.
Yeah.
Telling my people, you're going to start going to war, a culture war, even against the music. that's going on today. Look at what's going on with Diddy and all this stuff. And look, it's just you're gonna have to look at all this stuff. What is it supporting? What is it bringing into your household? They trying to,
I thought was funny with Diddy, like how he had somebody who was clearly in his pocket enabling him, but we don't ever hear anything about him. We hear about what Diddy did, and Diddy wasn't the one calling the shots. He wasn't the one at the top of the food chain. Who was crazy?
Look at who run the music industry. You're right, King. Who run the music industry? Listen, look at everybody who owned a distribution company. Look at all the people who were unalive who was talking about who was talking about coming up with their own independent distribution company that were melanated, right? Like Michael Jackson, Pimp C. Who else? These people. It's a lot of people.
You also had the bigwigs that were unalive. You had Chris Lighty. You had there's another one that used to mess with Kim Porter, because all of them went to that meeting that the private prisons gave. All of those, the big execs for the record companies went to the meeting.
Was it Chris Lighty on the Breakfast Club?
It had to be. It probably. I think he may have.
What's the name of the Jewish guy? Who?
Clive Davis.
Say small hat.
You don't use it.
Small hat.
Small hat. Let me F1 that.
Don't use F1. Just drop fruits.
I got you. So, what's the name of the small hat guy who was questioned about being a culture vulture?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. What is that guy's name?
I forgot his name, but let me tell you how powerful he is. This guy run all of the music business, man. And they asked him, why do you only support crime, like negative things? He said, because that's what the people want to hear, and that's what makes money.
I saw it because he said he got to feed his family. It was Charlemagne that asked him.
Exactly. That's the reason he gave him. So that's playing right in our face, y'all.
Yeah.
That's playing right in our face. We gotta stop the culture of unaliving, drilling, all this other stuff. I don't know how that's gonna stop because it's already started, and these people think that it's a way of life now. You see what I'm saying? I don't people think that it's a way of life now. That's his name, Liar Cohen. Yep.
Leon.
Cohen.
Leord.
Leon Cohen.
Leord.
Yeah. I'm about to screenshot that just so I can remember his name. Yeah, Leo Cohen. So that guy, he know what's going on. They don't care what happened to us. All of us are considered goy. All of us are considered goy.
Yep.
You hear me?
Yeah, I've studied them a lot more in the past few years because of the Palestine issue.
And guess what? Goy. You know who falls under goy? YT, Black, Spanish, or Asian. Anybody who's not a small hat is a goy.
Anyone who's not a small hat is a going? I'm so lost. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
Because you can't use the J word. You can't use the J word.
Or the G word.
Okay.
I will refrain from using.
I don't know what G word, but I hear you.
So now you see the small hats running the country. You're gonna see a lot of small hats running this country. That got
Okay. I'm sorry.
the same small hats that run this country, run the music industry, run Hollywood.
Yeah.
They have the banks.
And the central banks. Exactly. All this is about consumers.
And this is why we got to stop consuming, though. So how do you tell people to do that? Everyone's got their reasons.
Well, I do think that we are learning. I mean, I think that we have as a people have kind of smartened up. See all this marchy stuff and all that stuff. We're not really out there doing that no more. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's just over with. It's not going to get you anywhere either, other than some sore feet. So I think there's other things, you know, we have to look into, but that's not one of them. Not at all.
Yeah,
The only way I think that would work at all, marches, I mean, I've seen it over the years and years. I've been on lots of marches over many, many issues, but it never, you know, we didn't stop the Iraq war. We didn't do that. We didn't stop that. But what we haven't tried ever is 10 million of us going to DC and just staying, like occupying, not going home. I don't know logistically how it could be done, but that's the kind of thing that can bring regime change, that can overthrow.
Once everybody see that the small hats done conspire against everybody, which everybody start. I'm telling you.
But I mean, look, we can't even say,
It's
say small hat.
it's not just them. I don't know why. It's not just them because there's people you never hear about. But
No,
Thank you.
it's not just them.
It's all
I was
about
about to say because they don't own, like, small hats don't own nothing tangible. And I came to this conclusion a while ago, especially the people that pertain to us in America. They don't own nothing that's tangible or relevant to us, honestly.
own all the projects,
Because we could. They don't own the project.
I bet you.
That's those are that no, they
The
don't.
BIA owns the projects.
The BIA.
The Bureau, the Bureau of Indian Affairs owns the project. They're considered all urban housing is under the BIA, which is under the Department of Interior.
Seriously?
Now,
I didn't know they owned the projects.
Yes, the BIA owns the project. When it comes to land and records, that's owned by the Mormons and the Jesuits.
Wait, that wasn't like TikTok language? You meant like the BIA?
I'm just saying I do plumbing and I do maintenance, and in New Orleans, Louisiana, the federal marshals shut down half of New Orleans well, they didn't shut down, they seized, the bank seized a lot of the projects in New Orleans, and they were all owned by small hats that were slumlords because
that's illegal.
Yeah, and all of them happen to be small hats. And Lynn Corporation was one of them. I was a maintenance man for them. I seen it happen.
But do they own or do they manage? Because I live in Yonkers, New York, and they have management. They don't own it. It's just like he said, it is under BIA, or some people call it like urban something else. But
urban houses.
They I think that's what up here where I'm at, I think it's
actually
under
HUD.
urban.
Yes, HUD. Yeah,
HUD. Yeah,
HUD. BIA and HUD.
So what we got to learn is that small has survived by being very, very smart, right, and conniving, man. Like, it's in their tradition. I know my boy shut it down. They survive by being deceitful. It's actually in their, I forgot what they call it, but these people come together and make corporations. You hear me? They make corporations. And when they make these corporations, they recycle the corporations with their conglomeratorship. You see what I'm saying? For example, if I was slumlord, go bankrupt, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead on and sell it to somebody that I know, that's in the same as I am, and keep that in the family. But by me naming it a corporation, an entity, you can't really just track it to my family. You know what I'm saying? And they just keep the cycle going. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Corporations, you got to understand that corporations and these corporations entities are made by individuals, are made by people.
And shit, even they got an expiration date, because especially if they occupy especially if they occupy land that is owned by a land patent, then they're gonna have to get up off that. It's power.
Yeah.
It's ways to go about. It's ways to combat what's going on. That's why I don't really entertain the small hat jargon or babble like that, because all that shit, people that they control, people can unplug from. People just gotta choose to unplug from it. And things like that.
Even though there are a small group of people in terms of population, in terms of numbers, but what like gives them so much power is they got the Christian Zionists behind them, the ones that they want to see prophecy fulfilled so they can get to heaven faster.
They think they're getting to heaven.
Yeah, they think. They think. Well, if they're going to heaven, I don't want to go where they're going.
Right.
That shit should get.
Right. And like, I'm into etymology a lot, right? And when you backtrack the word ghetto, Man, that's gonna shock you.
That's from them. No, that's
Yeah.
their stuff. That came all the way from Germany.
Yeah. And look at the people
That's
who were
their
put in
stuff.
these places. Yeah, look at what look at
I'm like the whole said. You know, it's a lot of too much trying to read into them. They're virtually the only you know, it was a president that allowed them to take over the money. That would be how they created the central bank. So it was one of our own that did this. You know what I'm saying? So
Woodrow
right
Wilson,
about now, I don't know which. I can't remember which one. I don't know.
It was Roosevelt. It was one of the. It was Franklin Roosevelt.
One of them. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So that's why this is how you know the FDIC is not the Federal Reserve. Is not part of the federal government. It's a trick word. It's not. It's a private entity that they control. You take the control. You take that from them. They're finished.
And
They're
it's a
finished.
sway. It's always like who gave them that. It's always a sway of transfer of power. Like who gave them that power. It's always been like they're going to transfer that power to someone else or something else. If it's a person or AI, they might pass it on to AI, or they're going to pass it on to countries that they're developing, like countries like India, countries like Brazil, countries like South Africa, and things like that. So it's all they're building up nations so they can transfer power to different people. It's always going to be a transfer of power somewhere going on because it's been happening for the longest.
But like I said, if America takes it because America is their biggest
breaking up.
Nowhere, no. Oh, is it me?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
It could be me. I'm not sure.
You're breaking up, Lisa. But yeah, as I was saying, what's up, CR? But yeah, as I was saying, it's always like this is why knowing history is important. Folks gotta know some form of history and see and look at patterns, right? And take notice of patterns. Like these are Johnny come latelys. The people we talk about now, they're Johnny come latelys to this shit. They just got power not too long in the 1900s type shit. Before that power, there were people that were in place as well before them, and so on and so on. But now they're developing a way where they can transfer their power and take the onus off of them. That's why they're building up certain countries.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be basically like fiefdoms that are controlled by technology, by AI.
Yep. Exactly.
With a CEO in charge, and we won't have any constitutional rights if that happens.
Exactly.
Slow about what? Teach me since you have superior knowledge.
Be a new world. Can't say that.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. NWO.
And that's why somebody mentioned Franklin D. Roosevelt. You mean the president, the only one in the United history of presidency that had 3 terms, because it was conflict in the United States. Oh wow, yeah. Wow, because it was racial conflict. The reason things going on in California. I know I'm supposed to have been out, or I'm not supposed to have been off. But if this president, this governor claim martial law over there, man, all HE double hockey sticks gonna break loose. You see what I'm saying? Which means it's gonna give a lot of warmongering people that's racist all the fluidity in a nation to do what they've been wanting to do for years. It's just an excuse so that people could develop new systems, systems that's not new to us, but they want to implement in California because they've been talking about California with this new surveillance system with drones that they want to put out. Then it's not conspiracy theories, these facts. You know?
Yep.
So I mean, hey. Once they do that in California, then they're gonna be trying to do it. Yeah, fluidity. Yeah. Yeah, Creole girl. Fluidity. So Once they do that in California, they're gonna start implementing this around the world, just like they did NOLA cams. You know, they started implementing it everywhere. Tried it in one state and then say, hey. So at the end of the day, be ready, people. Be plant, garden, get you some land, be ready to be self-sufficient. Link up with like-minded people because it's about to happen.
Oh, for sure.
It's about to happen, y'all. Y'all see
And we getting off these platforms. So find a way to like, bro, ain't nobody. No, you come up here, D out the way. Like, you'll find a way to win. Like, bro, ain't nobody. If you gotta distort shit and keep up a lie, are you actually winning? We're just pick the rules. I guess.
And that's another thing. People be making up excuses for colonization, man. I mean, come on, man.
I know, right? Are you truly a winner if you're destroying the place that you live on?
Right.
No, you're not.
Yeah, what you gonna do when there's no more people left to rule? You know?
Right, exactly. You implemented systems that go against, because that's there's way there's soulless people. They had nothing to win, nothing to gain. When it comes to any other aspect of existence, right? So they had to, and like you see this in many different spiritual stories and things like that. But yeah, no, God damn, what is going on? But yeah, I'm developing the app. We getting off these people's platforms too. That's another way we take power, getting off these stupid ass platforms.
Yeah, this is gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. You know, it's like the rich don't care who
What's up, Stormy?
these rich oligarchs, they don't care who they harm, just for the sake of their own selfish and personal endeavors. You know what I'm saying? Even nature itself, they don't care about it. They don't care about it. You know. And sad to say, we're gonna be our own demise. You know.
They already turning on each other, Professor Niji. But go ahead.
On demise, man. We gonna destroy ourselves, man. You know. It's sad to say, you know, and it's gonna take some individuals that are good to try to stop that from happening, you know. But man, it's gonna get ugly, man. And guess what? I really believe that everybody on this panel gonna let us see it. The Lord said the same, you know.
What the fuck, dude? Why? All right, now my computer froze. That's amazing.
It's gonna happen in our lifetime. It's gonna happen in our lifetime.
How we know?
Yeah.
Concur. It's just plain. It's just complaining. That's how we know you are concurred. Who's come up here, D? Like who's complaining? Ain't nobody complaining about nothing. Are you really a winner if you're destroying things? Like you're destroying life? You're terrorizing the colony. Are you really a winner? What for temporary satisfaction? You're doing things for temporary satisfaction with what's the payoff? Like what really is the payoff?
I mean, seriously, how many houses and how many sports cars and how many yachts can one person, what does one person need? It's just like
complain about what system that's been overthrown. What's been overthrown? The earth, like, do people realize the earth will destroy us if we lets us destroy it?
Right.
The earth will destroy us.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I always tell people, I said, we as black people, we don't need a military. The weather is our military. The weather.
You're like winners make the rules. Like you keep saying that winners make the rules. Like, are you a part of the winning team, D?
I think we
you're
got
saying winners like you're a part of
here.
the team or something.
I think we got a MAGA here.
Yeah, like you're acting like you a party like you doing this shit. You not. The same thing I tell these YT folks. Pew pews make the rules. Like pew pews make the rules. No, they don't. They got things that are more devastating than pew pews. No, they don't.
Man.
So what good is a pew pew? What's good as a pew pew is a massive earthquake that makes the earth shatter. what good is a pew pew when asteroid hits? You know?
What good is a pew pew when we've already destroyed the water and there's like no clean water to drink?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's good as a pew pew? You ain't got no water to drink. What's good as a nuke? It does no food deed. Huh? There's no plants. There's no vegetables. There's no fruits. You know,
Nukes destroy it all. This person is I won't say that.
Yeah, he about to. Yeah, I'm about to mute them because they just babbling. Yeah, what good is it, bro? Stop. Nah, you tell me what good is a nuke, right? If you can't eat, you can't eat. But what you gonna eat the nuke?
The thing is, once some things go off, it's gonna unalive everything, and then what? Then what you gonna have? Then you ain't gonna listen. Your luxury, what is it gonna matter by having your luxury once you let one of them things go, and now you can't enjoy your
The Africans are not getting deported anymore. Is you guys?
What? The Africans are not getting what are you talking about, Africa?
The Africans are getting you guys were saying the Africans were getting deported.
Who said Africans were getting deported? What I say that?
Americans, you guys are over here talking.
Who are you?
I had to zoom in on your profile picture, Africa, because you look the ashy.
That's right. But who won America? What America? Hold on, one of the Americans. When did I say you was getting deported?
Saying your people are saying we're getting deported. What do you mean I look ashy?
Y'all, because y'all saying we getting deported. We trying to figure out. Y'all the ones saying we getting deported. I don't see no we cooling over here. Ain't nobody. I'm asking the question to see what people think. Ain't nobody.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Like we cooling. Ain't nobody getting deported over here.
Maybe she's reading the caption.
Yeah. Like
she should understand the prompt.
Yeah, she should see the other part of the prompt.
Yeah, she misunderstanding the prompt. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Africa not even in the prompt at work at all. It's not even in the prompt. I don't even know where she see the word African at.
She needs to read it. Golly, I need an air conditioner.
So it's like, man, I don't understand. I know one thing though. I know the rich have the same fate as the poor. Everybody going to the ground one day.
Yep.
And that's a fact. And nobody ain't taking nothing with them.
No, Africa is not there, but the talk is on TikTok, the Africans are getting deported. So I came here and
Who's
I'm
talking
like,
about it on TikTok?
You FBA people.
Who FBA? When did I say I was FBA? Africa.
Not you, but I'm just saying your people.
Yeah, why are you trying to put me in a box, Africa? Huh? Should I put you in a box? Should I call you like a should I call you a tethered Africa? Should I call you Africa?
Is she from Africa?
Hold on. Yeah, should I call you a tethered Africa?
I don't even know what tether is, so please don't even. I don't want to know.
What part of Africa you from, Africa? Why are you putting me in the box?
I'm from all parts of Africa.
You're from all parts. So what's your tribe, Africa?
Thank you. I don't have a country, but I do have a tribe, Mandingo.
Is this what's your name? Is this one thing you know?
Yes, from Bethesda. You're in Baltimore.
Yeah, you ain't from Bethesda, but yeah, you live there.
I am from Bethesda.
No, you're not. You live there.
I told you. Oh, okay, no. I told you I was in Montgomery County, but I'm not from Bethesda. But I'm living in Bethesda right now.
So she's from America, right?
No, I'm Sierra Leone.
She's Sierra Leone. She's not American.
I'm Sierra Leonean, Malinian, from Mali, Guinea.
I got a bone to pick with you.
A bone to pick with me?
Yeah, I got a question for all you individuals.
Okay, let's go. I've been picking a bone with a lot of you guys this past few weeks.
Why the hell y'all ain't come back for us?
We're still selling our people right now to the Arabs. That's
why the hell? Listen,
that's not over.
Listen, I don't even got a bone to pick with the YT man. I got a bone to pick with y'all because y'all been coming here for years in the White House at the African Summit. Ramaphosa just came down here looking crazy with Trump in the White House, and they always asking for business and for trade and commerce. Ain't nobody asked for us yet.
The thing is, why aren't you guys over there? But the Russians and the Chinese and the whites.
Nah, because guess what? I can't even get mad at the YT man no more. But guess what? Y'all sold us to the YT man. I want to know why y'all ain't even come back down here yet. That's what I want to know. Nobody ain't said I'm sorry.
And why your little DNA test that you forcing us to take, how come they can't trace you to the Black American diaspora? Explain this shit.
Who the hell are you talking to? Anyway, I want to know why y'all ain't never asked for us. Why y'all ain't be like Moses and say, "Hey, America, let my people go." Y'all know y'all sold it over.
No, you see, that's the issue right now, right? That I'm fighting these Americans about. The thing is, what's going on over here between the Africans and the Americans is what's going on over there in Africa between the North Africans, the East Africans.
I don't want to hear that. We don't got listen. Let me fix that right quick. We don't got no tribal issues like y'all got in Africa. Guess what? Because we don't even know what tribe we from, so you can't use that against us.
So the thing is, it's not tribal issues. That's what they call it. It's colorism issues.
Listen,
so you
can't use that against African Americans because guess what? We mad at all y'all.
No, okay.
See, but you guys don't
understand. Y'all because nobody in Africa came back over here to America because y'all asking for everything but us.
So was Queen Nzinga, Tip, and all those African if it was a problem?
DYT.
I'll be back. Hold
yeah,
on.
Yeah, children African. No, she take. Hold on one second.
It
sounds like she got kids in the background. She's taking care of them. She's taking kids.
Yeah, man.
She got kids in the background.
I got a bone to pick with all of them Africans. I can't even get mad at the YT man. I can't even get mad at him right now when I talk to Africa. It's like y'all come over here asking for everything, and then you wonder why Africa going the way it's going because like y'all coming over here asking for.
Let's get up to 20,000 likes, y'all.
Commerce and trade. Y'all asking for business. Y'all asking for everything but us.
So we can't be mad at.
The thing is,
you not us. But go ahead, Africa.
The thing is, right? They call it tribal wars, but it's really colorism wars that's going on. The same war that we're fighting over here, like because people over here saying, "Oh, we're not the same, not understanding." Those North Africans who are also mixed, like you guys over here, don't want to be African.
Man, y'all mixed the West. Y'all mixed the West.
Hold on. Y'all mixed. Y'all got Sade. Y'all got Kid from Technotronic. Y'all whole line got Ludacris' wife. What are you talking about? Y'all have a whole bunch of dark-skinned rulers that sold many of their people over here as a blood sacrifice. Excuse my French. But yeah,
brother.
What is
brother.
Fruits in the chat.
So the thing is, my fight here in America is to get all Black people to stop fighting with each other. Because you got some Black people here who's like sick, but they're not understanding that's the war that's going on in Africa. Because you know North Africa and East Africa, they're mixed with the white people, right? But really that's been the war for centuries, even during the Malian Empire when we so-called sold the African Americans to the Americas, you understand? It's just was a tribal war going on between people who just don't want to be Black. You understand me? And it's still going on right now. A lot of my people are being sold to the YT Arab people because they're saying, hey, I'm not Black, I am not African. Like that makes it better.
Do you know that Black ain't got shit to do with indigeneity? All it means is to become pale. So why in the hell would you force that spell on your own indigenous people?
The thing is,
all right, I'm talking about the people. All right, I'm talking about the people who know they came off the ships.
I lot weird shit like that.
I wanna what you just said, okay? So these indigenous people who say they're indigenous of North Africa are mixed, doing the Arabic slave trade, are mixed with the natives and the Arab. So they have more fairer complexion and they're fighting indigenous. You understand me? Because when they're doing DNA right now, they're saying they're seeing of they're of mixed blood, but they don't have the understanding that they have not been there. They're mixed children, but because they don't want to be African or Black so bad, they are selling us off and we're selling them off too. So it's a back and forth thing that's been happening for centuries, during ancient times, even in the Malian Empire. And it's the same thing that's happening between people of color, even here in America.
Why do you project onto North Africa when you whole live got rulers? You whole live.
I can't hear him. What is he saying?
Hold on. Why are you projecting onto North Africans when Africans themselves within West Central Africa though their own people and mix with the Spaniard and the Portuguese?
He talking about Turtle Island.
So I'm talking about West Africa. She claims that we are West Africans, right? So I'm keeping it on.
Okay, no, you're right. No, you're right. West Africans too are mixed, and that's the confusion that's going on. Like everybody is trying to hold claim to that land. You understand me? Like mixture didn't happen during the slavery. The Romans have been there. The Spaniards have been there. The Greeks have been there. So it's been a lot of mixing over there. And that's the fights that's going on over there till today.
I'm trying to see why nobody ain't apologize and say, come home.
I mean, who should, because Africa is so diverse now, who like we're selling each other back and forth, whoever is in power. So who is to apologize? So who are the people, right? Because everybody's doing it. And it's still going on right now.
Locals. Like, this is what I'm saying. Check this out. If the Pope could apologize for their role in the Atlantic slave trade, why Africans can't do it?
So what set of Africans? What tribes? Because you do understand it's a
What's going on internally within African people. When
to the Americans, and then the people, the Africans in North Africa, and then in the Middle East, because they're there too. You know, they were sold into slavery before the trans.
That's how you're gonna solve that. But it's so much pride in Africa. So nobody want to say, "I'm sorry, we need to stop this. We have a bigger problem. All of us have the same common problem."
And for me, really, a lot of us are doing that now, because when we go to like North Africa, Middle East, and even America, and we have Americans saying, "Yeah, we're not the same."
That's like in Burkina Faso. They blaming the junta. They blaming all this stuff here and all this other stuff. Listen, all y'all hungry. All y'all hungry.
What's up? What's up, Stormy?
And all y'all got the same problem in Africa.
What's up, Stormy?
Yeah,
y'all keep fighting amongst each other.
I'm gonna try to. Sorry.
All right, cool.
All y'all fighting amongst each other, and everybody got the same problem. Everybody got the same colonizer. You see?
Exactly. So who is in the hood doing this division?
At the same time, though, you have the info. Listen, it could have been. We could have kept using them excuses when you didn't have the information of that we have and the resources. But now we have the resources, and everybody know who has where the problem come from. We shouldn't have no excuse. We should be like, for example, you got a family, right? You got siblings. So if you have a problem within your household, you know, y'all have a problem. But now, when y'all leave outside the house and y'all have a problem with someone that's not a family, what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna let anybody put their hands on your sibling? No. And this don't matter what race you is. This is a universal example. You're not gonna let nobody come from outside and put their hands on your family. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna say, hold on, sister, brother, with our problems. We about to take care of this problem right here from the outside. All y'all gonna jump on it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So Africa, like, you can't make no more excuses. Cause you need to say, okay, it's time out for the problems. We keep having these problems amongst each other. We need to come back to this later. Right now, we need to fix our hunger problem.
No,
in the source. We need to fix our whatever monetary
I hope
problem.
when you say hunger, you're just it's an
Yeah, don't matter. Yeah. Yeah, we got new people on the stage. Go ahead, Olympian.
Okay, I'll do some. Okay, I'll be back.
Bro, come on. What? All right. Now I gotta. All right, y'all can go ahead and see. See, are you there?
This conversation. I'm gonna go take care of my kids. They're giving me a hard time.
All right, for sure. That shit did not update at all. Okay, so that's why they want make powwows UI. All right, I gotta tweak the
crazy.
UI again. Good.
That's crazy work. But yeah, I'm about to get off though, man. I know I've been on here long causing chaos on your platform. But that's some of the. I had a lot of conversations with people from Africa on here, and it's like at the end of the day, nobody could admit what they did, and nobody can come to the realization that if you don't stop the little petty tribal stuff, how you gonna get to the source of your problems? You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody always want to be accusing their own for everything and not get to the source. This the problem. The problem is you're not unifying with each other. Okay. And that don't matter. That means in America too. We know we have a common problem, which is the government. So YT, blacks, Asians, Latinos, you need to unify. That's why the Constitution was made, right? It was made to protect yourself just in case the government get tyrannical, you know? So, I mean, a lot of people forget about the Rainbow Coalition and what happened when the coalition was formed. They had something called COINTELPRO that dismantled that.
I was gonna say they stole our rainbow.
Yeah, they stole it. They stole it.
I
And
voted
if
for Jesse. I voted for Jesse Jackson too.
Yeah, so it's like, hey,
Fuck Jesse Jackson. He was my French.
so listen,
I feel the same way, sir. I
but now
was
listen,
gonna bite my tongue.
listen, I
Sorry.
know about Jesse, but at the same time, Fred Hampton was the one who put the Rainbow Coalition, and he didn't have the intent that Jesse Jackson had. I can't say that. So for my boy Fred Hampton, who was on the line for the people, you know, it wasn't his fault that COINTELPRO infiltrated not only his organization, but the rest of the organizations that wanted to unify. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that was you know, the whole pitch for that was because they were unifying, and J. Edgar Hoover put that together to say that, you know what I'm saying, we you know that they didn't want to get what was the names he had on that list on the COINTELPRO. One was Elijah Muhammad. He said he was too old. The other one was Martin and Malcolm. The other two was Martin, Malcolm. I think there was another one, but
Huey Newton.
It was another. I know it was another one. You could be right, but I definitely know that he said that, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't rise. They didn't want him to rise above a certain level, or, you know what I'm saying, to be able to speak to the people to the point where the people would sway in one direction.
It was Huey Newton, because they said that he was the worst enemy to America. Huey Newton, the Panthers. And I'm glad you brought up Martin Luther King, because when Trump released the files,
right? But Martin too himself, though. Remember, you gotta remember, Martin was selected to do what he did, and then when he got around people that was telling him, like, yeah, I don't think so. You know, this is not gonna work out for you. When he got around and they started getting in his ear, and Martin started to change his tune, because remember, right before, you know, he got a phone call from, you know, from the creator. He said that, I think I put my people in a burning building.
Yeah, and that was because you got to understand, it was a lady who was an informant who marched with Martin. Is an old black lady. I forgot her name, but she was an informant, and she is on social media. You go look her up. She talked about Martin, about how he was a bigot and how he cared about money. All he wanted was money. But she didn't understand that he was marching. He was talking about reparations. He was talking about when they go do another march, he's gonna come to DC and ask for that check.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we have to realize is that COINTELPRO was used against him, and you can go look that up in the FBI vote.
Oh, I already know. Trust me, I already know. I've already read. I've read it. I've read it.
And this man, this man unalive. They say he had a 65-year-old heart, and it showed in that. And if you read it, you would know that all the lies that was told about this man having infidelity against his wife and all that was stuff that was planted. And
they planted that. That's why I'm saying. That's why he felt. That's why Mr. Trump felt so good about releasing it. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I already knew that. I was like, I'm not reading that. That's garbage.
But he didn't get unalive for what he did for civil rights. He got unalive because he was going to attack the WAR machine. You know, he was uniting the Latino community too in stopping BLK and brown people from joining the military. You know?
Yeah, he got unalive because he was talking about going for that money.
He did. He sure did, sir. He definitely did. He got unalive when he started talking about reparations, the repair of Black people, not because of that machine that was going on. No, like I said, there was other people that got in his ear, because if you remember, him and Malcolm became what? Buddies.
Okay.
Okay, so Malcolm and him started telling him, like, man, this is not gonna work out. You know, to me, they gave, like I said, he was selected, and then later on, you know what I'm saying, he realized that maybe what Elijah and Malcolm was saying Is some truth to this.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I'm about to shut this lie down.
all right.
But
Yeah,
hold on.
I'm calling the
Say after
police.
the pandemic.
Huh?
Hey, look, quick question though. Quick question, because I don't know. I've been out the game for many years.
Hold on, Breezy.